Hi, everybody. It's Linda G coming to you live from sunny Northern California, which is going to have rain this weekend. How are y'all doing? Time is just flying by. So prayers out to the family of Madeline Albright, who died today, and very beloved woman. Prayers also out for Zelensky in Ukraine. Beautiful people. And I had a dream last night that we were rebuilding the Ukraine, that a bunch of people were over there. I was standing in a big, it looks like that place that had the big statue in Kiev and, or Kiev, whatever they call it. And there was big, bulldozers and equipment to rebuild. And I felt like everybody was joining in, happy to be able to do this. So it was really lovely. It was a great dream. I woke up in a good mood. Okay, and also I had an opportunity to do a video today with Lori Crawford. If you guys get a chance, check that out. And you guys had a lot of questions. And I just want to tell you something. There's a couple of things I need to tell you. First of all, Thomas is out of the picture right now. There's not much word coming in. It'll be like over my dead body. I leave the Supreme Court with Biden in charge. So I see him doing everything he can do, almost like Ruth Ginsburg, who should have stepped down before, but she didn't because she thought Hillary would win. So I feel him desperately holding on, and it feels like he's sick, and also they found something else going on with him. So I'm almost feeling like he has to go. Either he goes feet first or standing up. So entertainment purposes only. Now, I've been telling everybody that he was next, that Thomas was next. Okay, so that one's going. And then you guys watch Lindsey Graham talking to our judicial appointee, who will be a Supreme Court justice, mark my words. But he was going on and on in a crazy manner. He voted for her to be on several as a judge. So I don't understand what the hell he's doing, but he was talking in circles. He wouldn't let her finish. The guy who's in charge of it, Senator Durbin, he needed to show more gumph. He needed to say, hey, buddy, knock it off. Instead, he asked him, could you let her finish the question? And he just kept interrupting and carrying on. So I feel bad about that, but I want Brown to know that, because she watches my show. I want Brown to know that she will be in, no problem. She will be in, mark my words. I even see a couple of Republicans voting for her. Okay, so I just wanted to tell you that. Now, this is an interesting question from Denise. She said, I was watching a documentary on the band leader Glenn Miller, whose plane disappeared during World War II, and he was never seen again. Can you get a sense of what happened, or if Glenn's spirit can let you know what really happened to him? Well, I feel the plane crashed and it fills in water. I don't know the story about that. I'll have to look that up. I didn't want anything influencing me because I feel they were going down. They were in trouble. I don't know if they were shot or something. It feels like there was an explosion. Boom, Glenn Miller, before you know it, is on the other side. So he didn't suffer, is what he wants everybody to know. And, they desperately tried to look for him. He wasn't kidnapped. He wasn't taken to prison or anything like that. He definitely died, boom. It might even exploded in the air and came down into the ocean. Do you know what I'm saying? But it feels like boom. Like nobody knew what happened. Okay. Do you see the future of Mariupol? This is Christine. Mariupol, it looks like devastated, yet still Ukrainians hold on. God bless their sweethearts. Will all the parts Russia has stolen and attempted to steal, such as Luhansk, Donetsk, and Crimea, be returned to Ukraine? Absolutely guaranteed. I can say that with all the energy in my heart. I can tell you that that will happen. Now, as fast as how it happens, I don't know. Doesn't feel right away. And I see us having to rebuild the Ukraine. And a lot of the money they're taking from Russia is going right back to the Ukrainian people. This is a horrible, horrible thing that happened. And you know, this poor place went through World War II. Just horrible. So know that these are tough people. And they're going to be a little bit mad at us too after all this is over. But I see a lot of us going in and helping rebuild. But you know that I can see why the presidents and the people of the nations don't want a nuclear war. But there's something with Putin, and I just talked about this on Lori's show. Like, even if he goes to press the red button, it doesn't work. So I don't know if he's out to do this and his own people take him down, because I see Putin going down. Or ETs get involved and stop it. But I feel like a failed attempt may happen. That's what I'm feeling. And it could be that because he even attempted, because we got intel listening in the walls. We know everything that guy's thinking. Let me tell you, he's running around in circles, hitting his head on the wall right now. So I'm almost feeling like I've not seen us even having to use nukes. I see just explosions. So it might be we come in and get rid of all those tanks and the ships that are sending missiles. I already saw a ship on fire, so I don't know if that's the Ukraine that does it or what, but something big is going to happen. Okay, but don't worry, it's for the plus. Okay, thank you, Christine. Sorry, my pronunciation of everything. Sorry about that. And I think it was Mel, I was on Mel's show, and he said that apparently in Poland, I guess their language is easier to understand as far as close to the Ukrainian. I'm not sure. I think he said that. Okay. S. Barb said, hey, Linda, do you think we ever get flashes of our next lives? Kind of like our personal Mandela effect? Absolutely. I had a good friend who's deceased now, who literally saw her life in Washington, D.C., was riding in a car and all of a sudden could hear the horse and carriage. She knew who she was in that lifetime. People get total flashbacks or that feeling of this feels familiar. So definitely. I've had dreams about past lives that I've had. Okay. Nancy, thank you, Linda. We love you so much. Thank you, you guys. Over the last 2 years, we hear about families tearing apart because dad and mom go to MAGA. That's so true. But something else has happened as well. Mom, grandmother has been abandoned, basically dumped. Families just say, get out without explanation and leaving older women lost and confused. What is behind this? This is the first time I've heard of this. I've heard of families falling apart, but I didn't know they're kicking older women out. The thing is, he's going down, by the way. Look at Lori's show. Oh my God. You should have seen the cards I pulled on Trump. Definitely going. So just like I told you, Thomas was next. Trump is Trump. And the Queen too. I'm not feeling good about the Queen, maybe in June or something. But okay. Yeah, I'm so sorry about this god-awful thing, ripping everybody apart. I wonder if that happened when McCarthyism was taking place. Because I know people were turning other people in. It's just that the United States, it's just not going to go there. It's not going to become that kind of communist country. Or, not even communist. It's more fascism. Like, you can't only think what I think, don't, I mean, look at Florida. Look at that DeSantis, this Satan. I mean, my God, he's awful. Don't worry, he's coming. Lotus, I'm so glad to ask you this question. So anyway, as far as the older people are, I just want you to know, it's going to take a couple of years. I see these other people finding places to stay, but it's just heartbreaking because you'll never trust your family again. I mean, for them to throw you out over a political reason is stupid. So anyway, it's very sad. But I see families come together when what's his face is gone. I'm so glad you asked this question. My mom lives in another state. All my brothers and sisters live there too. Okay, so this isn't, this is a personal question from Lotus. I normally on these type of videos, I don't do personal questions. So I'll hit her up at a later point, sorry. Okay, so here we go. Woo, where am I? Hello, got that doggone Lindsay. He just showed up on my thing. Whoa, I feel nauseous. Oh my God, I love this, friend. The Lincoln bus was taken by 45 with boxes of documents when he left. What, has the bus been retrieved? Yes, it has. Yes, it has. It has been retrieved. And let me tell you something else. Even when he was doing The Apprentice, he was stealing, taking from whoever, CBS or whoever, taking, you know, that's how he rolls. He takes what he wants. And people would keep their mouth shut about it. Because I wouldn't doubt if he even stole from the palace from when you met the queen. I'm telling you, he's like a gypsy. Okay. Lotus wants to know, do you see companies allowing working from home permanently? Yeah, remote working is going to go for some, but not for all. Okay. I do see some places where they're going to ask people to come in. Maybe not full time, maybe only a couple of times a week, but I see that. I see them asking them to come in. We do have 2 more small amounts of this virus. You've been vaxxed, you're okay. But I'm feeling people maybe wearing a mask, but nothing, not stuff getting shut down. But so for now, they may keep it that way. And then eventually they will open it up. But yeah, it's even less costly for them. They don't have to, like my sister worked for a place that had a couple of floors in a very expensive building. And because of this, they kind of decided to make it permanent. They went to one building. They only have one person show up at that office. You can do everything online. So it's really cool. Oh, thank you, Renelle. She watched us. She said, you and Lori were on fire. Mm-hmm. Okay, so me in Texas, oh, poor Texas about the tornadoes. And listen, they had a tornado in New Orleans. They got one going on in Ohio. What did I tell you? Armageddon. So God bless all these people. Okay, so the right-wing truckers in DC, nothing, Burger. Going to fade out into the realm. KBJ be confirmed to SCOTUS, absolutely. Will Senator Josh Hawley pay for his horrible actions and be reelected in 2020? I don't feel he'll be, I feel like he will pay. I'm seeing a lot of them go away. Even Marjorie Greene, I see a lot of these people that are not doing anything while they're in office except causing chaos. People want some work to get done. Yes, David asked, will there ever be pharmaceutical companies regulated to lower? Absolutely. That's sort of a vision for Biden, and I feel like he's on it like flies do you know what. Yeah, we are ascending to a higher dimension, and the negative old white guy mentality is frightening because it's dying. Yep, the young crazies, absolutely, girlfriend, and don't worry. It's like I said, just between us. And out of no disrespect, but some of these guys, the only thing is missing is a hood. You know what I'm saying? the way they're treating her, they didn't treat anybody else like that. And, you know, we should not have a position as a jurist coming into this whole Supreme Court. And what did Kavanaugh say besides, oh, Kelly, I like beer? What did he say? He said, this is a Clinton conspiracy. This is a Hillary Clinton conspiracy. Your Honor, I rest my case. But how soon they forget. How soon they forget. And even Lindsey Graham was like, you know, in high school, he assaulted somebody. In high school, like, okay, well then, you know, that makes it okay. Oh my God, if this woman had assaulted somebody in high school, she'd already be out the door. Okay, that's how they think. Oh, but good old boys, you know, oh no. In high school, he did that, no biggie. Hello, the FBI was ordered by Trump not to investigate everybody that was calling in. There was a lot of people that wanted to give their story. This guy did more than just that. Also, he was paid off by the Federalist Society. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. Now, let's keep going. Oh, I got a lot of questions. Thank you, you guys. For some reason, this baby doesn't want to move. Okay. I think a lot of you guys sent the same questions to my gal I just worked with, because these are the same exact questions. Oh, Amy, that's an interesting question. She wants to know, is there a quality difference between meditating in silence versus meditating with music or guided meditation? I think it's more powerful with music, a particular type of music, or even the sounds of nature. I think it can be vibrationally, you can really go in the higher realm. So I like, you know, a good soft sound or the running brook and good stuff like that. Don't put rock and roll and stuff because you won't be able to meditate. And this was asked by me, for me, on my Lori show. Do you see home prices dropping? Yes, I do. Although I just saw the stock market drop 400 points. Okay. All right, so is equal pay happening in the near future? Will there be a better balance between CEOs and employees? Well, let me tell you what's going to happen. Yes, there will be equal pay for, you know, they're discriminating against sexes. Okay, so that's going to happen. It might take 2 years, totally. Okay. But the CEOs, we can't really go in there and tell them what to do. But just like Biden said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take tax the whole amount that the CEOs and oil companies are getting. I'm going to tax for half of that. And that money I'm going to use to get people making under $75,000 a year. That's going to happen. And mark my words, when the United States government says, oh, these pharmaceuticals, you think you're going to be fat with this money? Guess what? We're going to do this. They still can't tell them they can't do it. But if they hit them that way, then all of a sudden you'll see a different attitude. Okay. Oh, you key of love. Absolutely. Are Russian soldiers secretly helping? Hell yeah. And a lot of them are giving up and begging to belong and fighting with them. I see that absolutely. There are other countries that are getting involved. Someone asked us other countries. There are other countries that are getting involved, including some from the United States. That's interesting. Darren says, do you see legislation for nursing staffing ratios? Do you see other gains for nursing professionals? You know, when I first started off, we didn't go by acuity. We went by a different method. But I know one time I covered for postpartum and they gave me 13 patients. Oh my God. Fortunately, postpartum isn't too bad. You know, you've had a baby, but you got to check and make sure they're not bleeding and help them out. But yeah, I had 13 patients, which really was a no-no. Then the unions got involved. For me, the unions were so-so. But, you know, the pay got better. But I do see, I don't see the government getting involved. Why not? I see them getting involved with home care, things for the elderly and for daycare, childcare immediately. Not right now do I see them interfering. So, I do see, what I see is like an RN with a ratio maybe 4. I know in the ICU, it's pretty strict, but an RN, you get a ratio of so many. L&D too, you should never have any more than 2 or 3 patients. But you get a ratio of a certain amount, but you also get someone that takes care of a lot of the detail work, nurse's aide, whoever. Okay, because back in my day, when I was in labor and delivery, we still have the old World War II beds, the big heavy ones. We had to take it apart and blood would seep in everywhere. We had to disinfect it and scrub it. And before me, the old nurses there said they used to have to go to the ground floor and wash all the linen themselves. So we're slowly but surely getting better. Yeah, so Giga said, morning, will CEOs of big oil and food companies be called into Congress? Yeah, and you know what else is going to help you guys is when we go in November and start getting out the riffraff that would stand up for the CEO no matter what. That's what I'm seeing. Why did I just got a hit on Manchin? What do you want to tell me? I don't know when he's coming up again. Are his days numbered or something? See, him and Gillibrand or whatever her name is, Cinnamon or whatever, they get money from Russia. They get money from the Republicans, which thus is from Russia. And I'm seeing the money situation going real slow for them. They are wooing them and charming them. They want to stamp a Democrat on their chest so they can, but they're still working for the Republicans. So what did you want to tell me about Manchin? Why did I pick up on him? Oh, he's not going to be well. Something with his health is coming up. You heard it here, you guys. Him or his wife or somebody. He's about ready to have to go through something. He's getting ready to go through something. It feels like maybe even in August. Okay, I just got that hit. Thank you, guys. You always like my people to get a little something, something. Okay. Now this is interesting. Yvette asked, will the armed forces ever stop playing Fox? But I don't think they have to, unlike when Trump was in office. Will they ever stop? Let me just do 3 cards on that. Let's look at that. Thank you guys for the questions. I really appreciate it. Will they ever stop? Well, there's like a general or somebody that's going to say, okay, take off Fox News. Fox News is about ready to get in some legal trouble. So to be a well-becoming army, to make sure the army isn't involved in this riffraff, they're going to cut off Fox. So mark my words, Fox is going down. Just like Alex Jones on Lori's channel, I read that Alex Jones did a fake sick. Oh, Your Honor, I can't come in for the deposition for the poor parents of those children that I lied about and said it was fake. Because I can't do it. Here's my note, right? Then the judge found out, and I'm sure somebody told him, he had InfoWars at a studio the very day he was supposed to be meeting with the judge. So you'll be listening for trouble right here in River City. And let me tell you guys something else. Manafort. I got a hit on that too. Okay, so Manafort was stopped at the airport. He was heading out to Saudi Arabia, and they stopped him. His passport was revoked. Now, you know, he was pardoned by Donald Trump. And, but I heard traitor, quote unquote, traitor. So the United States government is looking at him. He's not getting ready to get arrested. People are saying, oh, Manafort's getting ready to go through some things. That's not quite it right now, but close. They're watching him, and they deliberately cut his passport because they don't trust him, because he's a traitor. He gives away secrets. He's a traitor. So they're watching him, which the good news on that information is they're watching anybody else that was a Trumpster, anybody else that was working, including Pompeo, any of those guys. They're listening to their conversations and with keywords, like if they're talking to Saudi or they're talking to Russia or whatever. But Manafort is back in business, is what I heard. So he thinks he was going to go back in business. He's going to wheel and deal and try to get more money. And it's just not going to happen. Oh, he was furious. He was furious. You know who else is furious is Putin. Oh my God, Lori and I were looking at him today. I'm going to tell you, he's going in circles. He's like getting ready to blow a gasket. People are quitting. I heard he fired a chef even. I don't know if that's true because it's from Twitter, you know, and I couldn't back it up. Oh, he fired a chef. Probably somebody could have just said that out of the blue. There's no way to back it up. But he did get rid of, like, one person walked out on him. And this guy that walked out on him, he's already sent his family away. So he was planning on this. Okay. Do you know anything about dreams? As I was going to sleep a couple of nights ago, I saw a vision of a deck of cards. The backside was all American flags scattered. I tried to get rid of it. I hate how folks represent it now, but I kept dreaming of it. As I was waking up, my last vision was a square ditch with what looked like people holding the flag in it. It was dark and torches were lit for light. I seemed to be looking from above because I could see the tops of the poles. Strange dreams. Well, we do have strange dreams. I love the dream I had about Ukraine now and about us rebuilding. It was wonderful. So I don't know what that means, sweetie. This can definitely be something within your own energy that, you know, some people get scared. Oh, I had a dream and blah, blah, blah of this. But sometimes it's your own fears you'll dream of. Some of your biggest fears you'll dream of. So I'm not a professional dream interpreter. Don't forget my dream, my first dream, I came on YouTube and said I saw him in a glass coffin in a shopping center with the lights on him like Mussolini. No, not Mussolini was on the outside and everything. Hitler feared being killed like that. No, it was, you know who I'm talking about, the big Russian guy. He just, you know, that's how much he means to me. I just lost his name. Okay. Do we sometimes choose to incarnate here with ancestral karma as well as our own in order to transmute it? Absolutely, Urban. And it's always up to you. You have free will. You can decide or not. They give us what they think we should do. Sometimes we're in so much pain and misery from other lives. There's so many things we should have got done that we're very anxious to go. They might actually calm us down a little and say, you know what, just kind of give it a couple of centuries. But I see all of us being able to take care of ancestral karma. Absolutely. Let's see what else. Okay. Oh, Jasmine said, hi, Linda. A couple of days ago, a chemical plant in Sumy, Ukraine, was shelled by Russian troops and caused an ammonia leak. People are being told to shelter inside. Was this deliberately targeted? The people will be okay. Was it deliberately targeted? Yes. Absolutely, yes. And they did do it deliberately. Yeah, they did do it deliberately. So what can I tell her on this? I felt something else today. Something else the Russians were thinking of doing. It'll come, look. It could have caused death and some long-term issues, but they're going to get it into check. into place. What will the world see a shortage of wheat flour? So if so, Canada fill in the shortage. I'm looking at, because Ukraine wasn't able to give us some stuff, some wheat, what's going to be going on in the shortage? Biden's involved in this. Agreements made with other nations and within ourselves. It's going to be a little bit short, but it's not going to last for long. Okay, so don't worry about it. I think Ukraine, I don't know if they were sending as much to the US as to other places. You guys have so many good questions. Interest rates dropping for affordable housing. Well, listen, the thing is, Mina, it's a society where they can charge what they want. I want you to know, in 1976, I bought my first house and it was 7% interest rate. I think anywhere from 7 to 11%. It was military because my husband was in the military. So I just want you to know, interest rates are way lower than they've ever been. The problem isn't the interest rate. If anything, like right now, I bought a house at 3.54%. My principal is just going down quickly because I'm not paying that much in interest. So just know, I see them keeping it down and not decreasing it anymore. It's going to go between, I'd say more 3 to 4%. Okay, so I don't see it going up to 7 or 11. So know that it can definitely be worse than it is now. Yeah, Biden is working on affordable care, health care. There's a bunch of stuff he wants to do. There's a lot of stuff he can get done post November. They're going to go like crazy. That's when all the stuff starts happening. They're going to go like crazy. So yeah, he's definitely going to add to it. Right now, he's a little stuck. They can barely get a justice in. If something happens to if something happens to Justice Thomas, they're going to fight like dogs. They're going to fight like dogs to not let this happen before the November elections. Gas prices will go down. Kriti. Kathy said some Russians are at the border of the States and Mexican border trying to get asylum. Will they be let in? What a mess Putin has caused. Isn't that interesting? I didn't hear about that. Russians are at the border trying to get asylum. I know the US won't let them in. I hope they're not trying to sneak through the back door. No, my guys just said no. A few, but not a lot. I see Mexico being very wary of letting them come in. I see a lot of Russians. See, the thing is that this war is going to end, and pretty soon Russia and Ukraine will be shaking hands. So they don't have to worry about all that. In fact, those who even try to get asylum don't have to worry because what's his face will be gone. No, I don't see China taking Taiwan. Not right now, not at all. Okay. Does the state of Hawaii need to worry about tsunamis, hurricanes, Hawaii? Does Hawaii need to worry about tsunamis, hurricanes? There's some incidents that are occurring probably around September where things are a little bit plugged up, like, it feels like a hurricane could go through there. But, everybody shores down, knows how to take care of themselves. We might have to give them some help. I do see some stuff, but I see lives not being lost. I see everybody just maintaining, being okay. I mean, because Hawaii, even the volcanoes, you know, with the lava, and you see it go down and just destroys those homes. It's so sad. Judge Jackson absolutely will be confirmed. So Gina said April 4th, the day the stock market will drop significantly. Thanks so much. Okay, so a lot of people are talking about April 4th, okay? And I was on Gina's show, and we were looking, I think we were looking at Trump, and that's where I got like an ending. So something's going to end, something big, something where everybody's all in a, like, what? She's asking about the stock market. But it's not the end of the world, okay? That's interesting. It's prophecy as written, and it gives us strength, and it's secretive. It's some secret coming out. Everybody's going to be very happy about it. So I'm thinking Putin days and Thomas's days are a little bit entertainment purposes only, because it's not for me to determine that. But I can tell you any influence they have is going away. Okay. Yes, Helen. And that's when they're taking all that money and they're going in and they're grabbing the money. They're going to turn around with a little surcharge and give it back to the Ukraine to help build it. But they'll have people spotting and making sure they do it. Because somebody was saying Ukraine had some sort of underhanded things going on. But I see them really, they're just going to be, let me tell you, you don't mess with the Ukraine. They're going to come back, but they're going to come back with fury. And, you know, you don't mess with the Ukraine. Okay. Oh, thank you, P44. I'm grateful for you and the excellent job you do to calm people down. Does Putin have a terminal illness? Well, he's terminal. He's got Parkinson's. Yeah. Yeah, he does. Okay. Don't worry, elephant wildlife. Judge Brown will get in. And listen, like I said, the only thing missing with Lindsey Graham and the Holly and Ted Cruz. Oh my God, I can see why nobody likes Ted Cruz, not even his own people. Yuck. Oh my God, they take something and they twirl it and they make it out to be. And sometimes even the look. Oh God, thank God I'm not the one up in front of those people. Oh, because I got a mouth. Because when he was talking about the children being exposed to, you know, child pornography, I went, oh, you mean like Matt Gaetz kind of stuff, or are you talking about Jim Jordan kind of stuff? I would have said it with a dead face too. Oh, what exactly are you? Oh, and Kavanaugh, all he did was they apparently assaulted a girl in high school. And it's like, what? Damn. So are you talking about, did you watch his hearing? No, sir, I did not. But are you talking about the guy who said he only likes beer and that this is a Hillary Clinton conspiracy? That one, the one who all his bills was paid off by the Federalist Society, that one? Yes, Nancy, Biden is in Poland as we speak, or no, he's right outside of Poland. Anyway, there will be some agreements, inside agreements, and I see inside Russians dealing with United States or NATO or something, because I see people within the Russia realm saying, listen, believe us or not believe us, but we think he needs to go. He's a pure and present danger, and he's talking about setting off nukes all the time. And so they're all gathering together, but so real quiet. They're not saying, oh, Russia's contacting us because they can't, because then Putin would blow everybody up. So I see some sort of inside conversation. I see the United States of America, which is opening up a door for a lot more people for a lot more people from from Ukraine to come in and come from Poland to us. So it's going to be pretty good. Things are going to be great. So, oh, interesting, Teresa. Oh yeah, remember in 2022 when I did my predictions, I saw a plane falling out of the sky and I was looking, I couldn't feel the United States and I was feeling, I got to find that tape because I think I said China. They found the black box from the crash plane in China. Will they find it was a faulted design? Yes, absolutely. It's a Boeing plane too. Okay, and interesting, incredible dot. I usually don't like to do readings on famous people, especially the ones I don't know, but Johnny Depp, he's a Gemini and his life is falling apart. I think he's a good guy. I told you about our tribal chairman, Wallace. You know, when he did that movie that I never even saw, Zorro or whatever, and he played a Comanche, they made him an honorary member of my tribe. Of course, they didn't call me to go down there and give him the award. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. Anyway, so apparently with, you know, the papers you use for cigarettes or pot or whatever, he made a self-portrait of himself with those cigarette papers. Johnny Depp did. It was freaking perfect. What an artiste. So let's ask about Johnny Depp. Johnny. What's going on, sweetie? He lost a lot of money. I see money as a problem. He's going to start building up his money again. And people from the past are coming and getting him to perform and a lot of stuff. He's a little bit off balance. So in a way, he's sort of quirky. So sometimes, not that he's combative or mean, you know, there's a lot of people get blacklisted because they're not good, they don't show up, or they have an attitude and they're very destructive. And he might have had an issue with drinking or drugs or something that he's trying to put past him. And this is the Gemini card. So he has the yin yang. He has, sometimes he can be real positive and sometimes he can go off the deep end. He's got judgment for new beginnings, coming through difficult times. Celebration. So, oh, girlfriend, don't even worry. He's got the 10 of cups. People toasting him, new beginnings, happiness. I think he'll even find love again if he isn't already in love. So he's about ready to have a new start. Just give him some time. Okay, you guys. Well, I'm going to let that go for now. And I love you all. It was wonderful meeting up with you. And I will be back. I'm working this weekend. I'm doing readings. So Sunday, we're doing Sterling Sunday. I'll probably do open mic in with my members, and I'm also going to do regular readings, not readings, regular video, live video with you guys. Love you all. Cheers.